national champion, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Trojans will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Rebels offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QBs, got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
That pass not forces. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So USC's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you took...
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice game.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And they'll get him down inside the 5, and this offense powering toward a score. The Trojans will try to punch it in on first and goal. He wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, USC. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll go back to work on offense. They with 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat in. He goes again. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Looks it in at the 40. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perkins. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll... They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Third and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Fair catch is made. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. Across the 40 outbound, down the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll turn and throw back right, a dangerous idea. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Throws to the wideout. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Batted at the line and incomplete as that throw was headed toward the end zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown! They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Quarterback on the keeper. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. The Rebels will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the returner goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Now on 2nd down. from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Trojans are on the move. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection they were looking for. Play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Trying to bow his way in. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not.
Pulls it in! zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
And we are officially...
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He did not make it a stop. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your...
Breaks into the open. The 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC! My goodness. The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the crow route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Nestles it in at the 35. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a
Oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it's factors in this game moving forward.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Holds and fires complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojan. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give to the right. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking downfield on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarter.
Touchdown, Trojan! And they add 6. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. Yeah.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, USC! They went for it all, and it paid. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Beal. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't connect on his first throw.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on first down. Punts it out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Complete to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the... Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. A strike downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Here comes the offense on second down. Pulls it in. It's Wilkerson. It's a running room. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. They need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Fired in from the red zone for... Rebel. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit.
It's complete! And they're going to score again. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Back to the ground game on the left. Got the 1st down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. When they've got him looking one, now to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense...
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the wet.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are.
He's into the open down the middle. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. The run from the shotgun. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. They boot it away on 4th down. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Formation for these receivers. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to change this route. From the gun, looking for a man. Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.